ESL One Cologne is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, MSI, DHL, Alienware, Betway, Logitech G, and PaySafeguard.
ESL One Cologne.
Well, we just saw Inferno go the way of Na'Vi, now heading into Overpass. Let's see how they do there. Will Cloud9 be able to pull this one back, or will they overpass up the opportunity of their time here at ESL One Cologne? There you go. I had to try and get that in there. I thought of that just before we went live. Yeah, it was all right. But yeah, do you think we're going to see all three maps, or does Cloud9's journey end here? I know you predicted Na'Vi to win.
They put up a good fight on Inferno. It was at least a close game, but again, now we head to a map that they aren't really known for playing, right? Second least played map. I'm not sure what I expected, to be honest. It's like you add in the fact that they have a stand-in, you add in the fact that they don't even play this map with their full roster. I mean, they don't have a full roster, but with their full roster, they didn't play this map, and then now you add Stico in. I doubt they're going to know how to piece this player into the puzzle, considering Overpass is a bit of a puzzle anyway, a bit of a confusing one for Cloud9. And plus, we've already seen Na'Vi have a pretty good Overpass so far this event. They managed to pretty much just destroy Gambit on it, when that's a map that Gambit have been finding refuge in these last few months. So yeah, I'm leaning towards a Na'Vi 2-0, but hopefully Cloud9 can impress me.
The scary thing for me is that Cloud9 we didn't really see a lot from Skadoodle over on Inferno. Whenever I think of Overpass, I think of like strong AWPers being able to just dominate on this map. I think, that's why a team like Na'Vi can do so well on it, right? You can just have simple peek in mid every round, or being able to hold off that A bomb site almost single-handedly. You think as well about how the rotations work between A and B, and Heaven is such a strong AWP location, right? So, and that's the first place you can go to when you rotate down from the A bomb site. So I just think naturally, especially on the CT side, it favors a strong AWPer. And I think if Skadoodle doesn't, pick up the pieces and actually start to put up some decent numbers, then I do think Cloud9 are really going to struggle here.
And that was the problem that Gambit had. Overpass is Mo's best map, and he was completely absent for that game when Na'Vi beat Gambit just yesterday. So not only was the AWPer on Na'Vi simple firing off, but he didn't even have an AWP to contend with, which made his job even easier. Combine the fact that we now have basically the same thing happening in this series with Skadoodle, as you say, not being able to find his form, at least in the first half of that previous map. A lot of that down to him not having the AWP, but even in that second half, he had a couple of rounds where he got some kills, but there were a lot of missed shots there from Skadoodle. So hopefully he's done a bit of DMing in the 5-10 minutes we've had in the break, and he's coming in good form. But if he doesn't, I mean, even if he does, I think they're going to struggle. But if he doesn't, then I don't see this happening.
The one good thing is, at least from what I recall, mouse splits are pretty good on this map, and I think a lot of that once again came from the fact they could run double AWP. But Stico at least will be familiar with what it takes to be proficient at Overpass, so he's not going to be feeling too left out in that sense. The curious thing for me is how are they going to deal with having the stand-in. I think Inferno, it didn't necessarily matter as much. I feel like you can kind of pug that a bit more, but Overpass, I think, has a deeper kind of tactical side to it, both on the T and CT side. I think they want to struggle as well, slotting Stico in somewhere. From what I recall, he used to play down on that B bomb site for Mouse Sports on the CT side. I don't know what the plan is going to be, right now. I'm just curious to see where he ends up.
Let's find out.
So let's see. He is down on B for the time being, but so are two other players more than usual. Tarek going to take the peek out into mid, and he spots them. This is a nice strategy. You stack everyone down at B. Tarek, if he spots people mid, you can see they've kept automatic up in Heaven, so he can rotate up quite quickly now that Tarek hasn't been allowed any sort of control down towards the middle area of the map. If Na'Vi went for a faster B play, Tarek wouldn't have seen anyone, at which point he could have pushed in through mid, tried wrapping down connector, all the options are there. But Na'Vi, slowing down, keeping a default at the beginning.
It's similar to Inferno on the CT side in the sense you see a lot of teams sometimes put 3 people B for that pistol round, or for the start of the round, and if there's no rush in the first 20 seconds, they rotate a man up. Cloud9 just did the same there. They put 4 players on B for 20 seconds. No one came from Na'Vi, so they rotated automatic back up to that A site with Tarek. So, yeah, nothing too crazy, pretty standard setup, and now Na'Vi are going to look at that B bomb site, but a little bit later and a little bit weaker in terms of the manpower for Cloud9. Only 3 players here, but a double barrel setup that could certainly surprise Na'Vi. I wonder if they'll expect it because Skadoodle's hiding, ducking below. Rush is already going to open up there onto Flamey, so first pick going the way of Cloud9, and now they know that there's at least 1 man on the barrels, but Zeus is trying to catch his rotation down the connector. Tarek is dead from the A-bomb site. Edwards found another opening kill, and Skadoodle has not been spotted.
No, he most... Oh my goodness, Simple! Ooh, what is that?
Okay.
That is what you want to be seeing from this man. We mentioned how a strong AWPer goes a long way on Overpass, and if he's landing shots like that,
wow,
then I think Cloud9 are going to be in for a bad time. That said, I would love for Cloud9 to prove me wrong. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, Hugo, you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
At the major, it was FaZe's map pick was Overpass versus Cloud9, and the knowledge that they're not that great in it, and Cloud9 were able to win it, and that was what took them through to Inferno as a major upset, right? So
yeah, I can't remember that one.
So you know, I mean, they do have a bit of history of, you know, when it's needed, they can dig deep and do well. And Steeko and Skadoodle trying to prove me right, as they found 2 quick kills between them.
That's awkward. Luckily, the bomb's still under the control of Na'Vi. Electronic picks that one back up and brings it in through the A side of the map. But still, connector is going to be a big problem because that is the rotation spot between sites here for Na'Vi. Once you've committed past the playground, if you want to go down towards B, it's got to be through that connector. But Simple, he just crept up on A, playing solo here. That is not going to work out. Usually does. Automatic takes him down, but it's traded swiftly onto Tarek at least, as Electronic also looks for this opening kill. Edward expects the flank because of that connector play earlier on from the 2 S's, and Steeko's the first of them to die. Still Skadoodle low HP coming in from the back, but he's not needed because Automatic's Deags are too damn good. Electronic, the last man standing here for Na'Vi, and he is so low. This is just lost control for Na'Vi. That is an awkward round to lose.
Most definitely. So 12 HP in a dream, hoping he can claw this back for Na'Vi, but you're really not fancying his odds. Automatic going to peek into this and win the fight. There we go. 1-1. And Hugo, I just checked, because I like to make sure that I get my CS right. And it was Overpass, second map in the series.
Well done.
Yeah, well, what can I say? You know, I do watch a little bit of CS every now and again. And yeah, actually, you know what? Kind of fits the whole narrative we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Guess who had a great performance on Overpass?
Skadoodle.
And guess who for FaZe didn't have too great a performance? Guardian.
Yeah.
So a strong AWP is important. We need to see Skadoodle have a form that really it feels like it's been since the major, and since then it doesn't feel like he's been anywhere near that form.
Nearly retired after the major.
I mean, technically did retire.
Yeah.
And then just kept playing, and then was like, okay,
yeah,
I'm not retired. You know, let's just.
I'm really good. I'm gonna carry on.
So yeah, you know, I mean, he either needs to say he's retiring again, and have that same boost of confidence, or it just has to be a major.
See, I would say that, but I feel like now at this point it's a bit too late, because if he turns to his team 2 rounds into the second map and goes, guys, I'm retiring, I feel like that would kind of tilt his team a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty... Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Could have done that before the game, maybe. I mean, even then, I think that's a bad idea. But there we go. Maybe he should retire. Yeah, Simple. Just going to deck him with a deagle. Electronic here on long as well. If he can find this kill, the A site is open for business, and they are about to run right into the quickie mark. Tarek trying to spray them back down with the M4. Does get one in a bit. But still, Na'Vi have the man advantage.
Oh no. Look at Zeus. Look at that sneaky boyo. He's even gone as far as to 1D Automatic. That's now the B bomb site open as well. Simple still lurking up here on A. Tarek and Rush. There should be no way back into this one. That nade might find Electronic, and no, it just tickles him. Simple on this flank is going to be able to mop up both of these players, you'd imagine. It depends on what order they face. Yeah, either way, just killing one is going to be a massive advantage to the rest of his team. Rush shouldn't be able to 1v4. Go on, Simple.
Yeah. Even gets an M4 for free there. Oh, nice shot. But yeah, Rush has realised the error of maybe not his ways, but the situation. He's got players on all sides, including inside of the smoke. Zeus can finish it off with a deagle, and Na'Vi, they may lose a second round, but they force it right back. Big deag from Simple. And Big Knife as well is going to drag them back in the lead 2-1. And the Force Buy Wars, Harry, they're carrying on because Cloud9 are buying up. I feel like Skadoodle shouldn't buy here. As much as the Force Buy Wars are fun, he's got $3,000. He can buy an AWP in a couple of rounds. So ignore me because he's bought up anyway. But yeah, this isn't too bad for Cloud9 in terms of what they have considering the situation. 2 scouts and MP7, armoured pistols here and there. They just need to hit their shots. That's all these rounds rely on, Harry. But when Na'Vi have 4 AKs, or 3 AKs and 2 M4s, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, a lot of rifles out for Na'Vi, in fact, across the board. Alternate way of looking at that, every person you kill drops you a very, very viable weapon.
Yeah.
But
Look on the bright side.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it depends what agenda you're pushing. Now, Sneako's all the way down long. Interesting point is here, if he decides to go aggressive, he's going to very quickly realize that no one from Na'Vi resides in this portion of the map, and that really does limit their options, really meaning it's probably going to be this B-bomb site. Now they spot a man out on short, the bait and switch works, but oh, Rush, no, that's a whiff and a half, and now Automatic's falling as well at the hands of Simple. This round should be all said and done. There should be no way for Cloud9 back into this. Tarek's come rotating in, but what can he do?
Save. It's another eco after this round for Cloud9. This is how Force Buy Wars work. The second one team finds 2 in a row, as Na'Vi are about to do, the other team has to start ecoing. So because of that, Cloud9 are going to try and save what they have. And if anything, the 3 most equipped players are the ones saving. So there's the positive for the round. We're always going to look on the bright side if we can, Harry.
That's what I like to do. Put a positive spin on everything, Hugo. You should try that for a bit.
Absolutely not.
No, it's good fun, you know. For example, yeah, what you just said, pretty much hit the nail on the head there, Hugo.
Thank you.
They're going to be allowed to keep these 3 weapons looking to the future. Third round on the cards now for Na'Vi. This round's going to be a flat eco from Cloud9, and then if Na'Vi pick this up, Cloud9 will be buying in the next. But 2 scouts and an MP7, that's nothing you could shake a stick at. I mean, that's pretty good, all things considered for Cloud9. Pause called on in. It's going to be technical because there's no timer ticking down. So hopefully that'll be resolved pretty quickly. Technical pauses are great, though, because they give us time to talk about ideas that we might see in the future.
Wow, look at you throwing positives in left and right,
Harry. What can I say? So 2 scouts. That's great. It's basically an AWP. You have the MP7 on Stiko as well.
You love to look at the bright side, Harry, and I think that's really important. I think it's great. So I'm going to pose you a question.
Okay.
Look on the bright side
of
NIP getting 11 rounds in Cologne.
They have a lot now to go back and look at. They have a lot of mistakes to fix. And that's good. It's easier to fix mistakes than it is to fix what's not broken. There you go.
There we go. Well done. You're the only person in the world.
Yeah. I'll stick with that. How's that? Did you enjoy that? Was that positive enough for you?
Not as much as No, I'm not going to. I'll just leave that. 3-1 for Na'Vi here. Good start to this map, of course, as we've already said. And able to come back off the back of losing a bit of an awkward round. A scary second, we call it, apparently. Double scout up for Cloud9, saved on from that previous, so they are looking to hammer home some damage. All you need is a couple of shots from those, and Na'Vi will be in smithereens. I don't mean the Simpsons character at Smithers, Tarek. Falling back early on. Does get a bit of a tag onto him. 67 HP as Na'Vi. This time they're a little more careful with the connector. Zeus is having flashbacks. He's got PTSD from this double rush from Skadoodle and Stiko. Won't be happening again though. The connector is his. It's the B site where we've got the stack from Cloud9.
Yeah, they're going to be sneaking on in. There is a lot here for them to get past, and leaving that clock ticking down. No one keeping an eye on mid. They have to go for this B play. There's 2 scouts here and an MP7. Definitely the potential to do damage. The smoke goes down over on short. Skadoodle going to go in and decapitate Edward. And Stiko's still holding close with that MP7. That can get juggled onto automatic as well. But now we need to look to these scouts on Tarek and Skadoodle to start to paint some of these players up with damage. Put some red on our screens. There's Simple tag down. This is Rush's time to shine.
Oh, no. That's the second time he's done that, Harry. That's the second time Rush has whiffed a kill. Simple was shaking on the bomb, but that is really something. Where's the positive there? Find me a silver lining.
Well, hang on a minute. This is a bit unfair. You can't just look at something that is just inherently negative. The upside is that he's not rewarded for poor accuracy by a broken gun. There you go.
If he had a CZ, maybe.
Yeah,
although
exactly.
Although he whiffed that CZ shot earlier as well.
Just rifles across the board for Cloud9.
You're gonna
moving
struggle.
swiftly onwards. They have a decent bit of utility, but no kits. That's important to keep an eye on. They can't really afford to let that bomb go down, which is a good thing for Na'Vi. No AWP board out either over on that T side. Instead, they're just going to go for the rifles, which... Yeah, we keep emphasizing the importance of that AWP. There isn't one in play just yet. 10 rifles in the server in round number 6. Lots of numbers there. Here's another one. Minute and 15 seconds left. Plenty of time for Na'Vi.
You're right. And very split up as well. Na'Vi not committed anywhere just yet. They're taking control towards A long. They've got a default outside of B as well, holding on for any aggression. It's extremely common on Overpass to see CTs take B short control, push up into that water. You can flash over from the top of the site, smoke off the tunnel, boost up. There's a lot of options on this map for controlled aggression for Cloud9, and yet they are showing none of it right now, which is fine. You don't have to. But if Na'Vi start running away with this game, we're going to need Cloud9 to be a bit proactive, because Na'Vi are going to be very comfortable to run their own setups and strategies when Cloud9 aren't putting in any pressure. 30 seconds left, the walk into B, the slow creep, and Zeus is going to drop the bomb right down the tunnel, falling through the slide into the hands of Cloud9. Tarek will also join the fray. And Na'Vi, how do they respond to this?
Well, in a flurry of gunfire, they try to get in. It's electronic. 1v3 in only 15 seconds. He's going to have to just look to hold on to the AK.
And the reason he's doing that as well is because they actually are able to buy next round. So the loss bonus he's going to get from saving outweighs the amount he would probably lose in terms of going back into that site and dying. He has right now... Oh no, I shouldn't have. He has 4,300 in...
You nailed it, yeah.
Yeah, 4,300 in equipment. And he would only get 1,400 for losing that round. So it's very important that he holds on to that gun.
What's that a net loss of?
Well, it's not a net loss because he saved the gun.
No, yeah, but if he died?
1,900? Or 2,900?
Yeah,
no, 1,900.
29.
29, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
See?
We're doing maths
yeah,
here.
We're doing a good job. This is okay.
You know, B stands for best and also education.
Education begins with an E.
That's why it's the B, as in B and E stream.
What are you saying?
Here's simple over
this
a
is
mid.
Bonkers.
And he's got the AWP.
Does that begin with B? First up, we've seen this map. Skadoodle not yet got one for himself, but they did win that previous round. Na'Vi again, slow setup. And this is an example when Cloud9 don't need to be proactive, right? Like, they've got aggressive positioning, but they don't need to take control, be short. That was a good round from them. They held it down fine. They got the shots off when required. Na'Vi rushed into B with 30 seconds left, and they had to save. So, yeah, you only need to be proactive when... Well, I mean, you can do it whenever you want, but it's not like Cloud9 need to take the risk of pushing up into B short when Na'Vi are just walking to their death anyway. And it may be the same story here, although Cloud9 don't have that double long setup that they were running from the previous round with now 3 players on that B site. They are very passive, which means Na'Vi can easily contact play this monster.
Yeah, what's that? Coming over the hill through Monster, it's Na'Vi. Automatic going to drop one. Rush is immediately traded though. Tarek, he's the unknown quantity. They're not sure that he's here, although Electronic's going to find him straight away, meaning Automatic has already been the star. Oh. Has to try and keep the kills rolling in, but Electronic's very, very fast. Leaving the stand in 1v2. Stiko's managed the first kill. He just has Simple left to overthrow, who is very much the king in this server. Stiko round in the corner, Simple spots him out. Now he knows where he is, and this is such a horrid situation to be in if you are Stiko. Simple does not miss them very often, and that will be Na'Vi finding a 5th round in spite of Automatic's best efforts there to hold that bomb site down.
Yeah, he was a hero of the previous map. Him and Tarek pulling back round after round, but it's not enough here on Overpass apparently. Cloud9 only 2 to their name. Na'Vi with a strong start to this map despite it being fairly up and down. And even though they have the money, Flamey goes for the SMG because he knows Cloud9 won't have much into this round. They've gone for that eco. It's pistols with no armor. Some aggression potentially. There's a flashbang on Tarek. It might pop them over the top here because they are pushed up towards the party. Rush on the corner, and Edward about to greet him with a big old bullet to the face. Unless Tarek throws his flash over, which actually would be so well timed because there's only one player here. Edward's going to spot it. There it is. He gets a lot of damage off it. Oh, Edward, 3. Even more damage to Skadoodle. Zeus going to try and look to make some money with the SMG as well, and he'll do exactly that. Could even save that AK at the end of the day. So Na'Vi, a nice clean anti-eco with only a single casualty.
Yeah, Edward just chaining together eco kills, padding those stats, trying to make us get that much more excited about him. It's not going to happen, Edward. You have to earn the kills. It was a nice spray transfer, though, and a good sign of things to come. Steeko's going to be grabbing the Mag 7.
Why not?
Big fan. Can he get anything done with it? Going to take that down here towards Connector. Best spot for it. And there we go. You can see why. Very, very proficient at just dealing with these targets up close. Oh, my.
Wow. That was nice.
That was lovely. Very well put together. Zeus and Simple combining. Zeus doing all the damage through the wall. Simple going to finish things off with a nade. Nice little level of coordination we're not too used to seeing. Russ going to find that one kill. Wasn't able to scavenge the gun. He would have loved to. But still, this round looking a lot closer than it ever should have been for Na'Vi. Cloud9 with the man advantage. They haven't even uncovered Skadoodle or Automatic of the terrible truth that lies in wait at this A-bomb site. Rush going to find himself another. Certainly not whiffing those shots with the pistols anymore.
Yeah, he's pulled it back. Great work, but still 2 Na'Vi players alive and enough time for them to make a mockery out of Cloud9 because, again, there's no armor on this team on 2 of the players. And Edward making contact on A. Oh, does he realize there's a man on the truck? He's so focused on short. He might get a free kill. Does he check truck? That's a yes. Shot at from the side, but he needs to finish up the job, and he can't. Automatic again with a deagle, leaving just Simple, and usually just Simple is enough, but not today. Cloud9 winning a ridiculous round. And yeah, that's 2 of the 3 rounds they've won being pistols.
Yeah, the mental thing is there. I mean, they partial bought on 3 of the players, but the rest of them were eco, right? That was like a round where if they just kind of redistributed the income, but for them, they were buying this round anyway, right?
Yeah.
So they have a lot of money banked up now, especially with so many weapons being carried forward. That was far cleaner than ever should have been. You know, if Cloud9 win it like in a 1v1 due to some like insane stuff, maybe you give Na'Vi a bit more leeway, but that was a round that they had no business winning. No.
What's Zeus doing?
So either Zeus is like deep in thought and can't even afford. He actually was. He's back. I thought maybe like a pause would be called in, right?
Yeah, I imagine he didn't leave his PC because otherwise the round wouldn't be live. But
he just couldn't process anything visual because his brain was 100% in just CS:GO evaluation mode. That's what it is. Now, but if we could just drop I was going to say drop a tab, as in like just push tab quick so we can see the scoreboard. That would be ace, but I'll have called for it. Not going to happen. Always the way.
You complicated what you said.
I did, didn't I? It doesn't matter. Skadoodle automatic double up set up for Cloud9. Love to see that.
It's B again for Na'Vi, though. Yeah.
And they've been struggling here. They haven't had all that much success. You think about, you know, they've had that one round where Automatic fell a little bit short. Now you have to get past his hold once again, only this time Automatic has an AWP to help him out. Plenty of utility. Rotation coming down. Tarek's already here. Skadoodle as well, I think, is up in the heavens right now. This is going to be basically a 4-man hold, and Na'Vi, their aim has to be true. They're going to find those first 2 entries very, very quickly, and actually, Skadoodle, not up in the heavens just yet, finally arrives there, albeit a little bit late. Maybe Tarek can get the job done, and oh my goodness, Tarek! With the spray transfer, it all falls on a Zeus. The brains behind Na'Vi. Now has to try and clutch out this situation as well. Skadoodle up in heaven, Stiko around on Graffiti. But it's Zeus who is to be the man to make some art. And there's the first shot on a Stiko. Skadoodle. Up the ramp he goes. Zeus spots him. He knows the whereabouts now. Cloud9's AWP goes for the shot, but Skadoodle's going to find it all. And that's Cloud9 pulling a 4th round seemingly from nowhere.
What is that spray from Tarek? He just clips the head of that second player. Oh my god. That was sublime. That was beautiful, Harry. Cloud9 again back in this, back on the board. Sorry, it's so back and forth this map. 6-4, but Cloud9 pushing Na'Vi to eco. We actually have Electronic with $5,000. Do they go for a ballsy AK buy? No, they stick with the money for now. Simple actually makes a fairly heavy investment. I'd love to know. I think Simple was asking for the drop. Oh, okay, that was very late from Na'Vi, but they're going to force the issue somewhat. These are the buys I never understand, because it's like, some of you guys have money, some of you guys don't have money, but you can't really buy them next round anyway, so it's just a bit of a mess, really. Let's see what Na'Vi can do with it. Very, very slow. They've barely left the spawn right now. Electronic is outside of B, but Cloud9 inside of the connector. This has been a bit of a nuisance from time to time. Stiko previously with the Mag 7, now with the MP7. He only buys guns with a number 7 in it, but this time it has no effect. Flamey's going to be able to take him down nice and early on to Na'Vi, relieving some of the pressure here. The man in the middle has been removed. Although his name is Martin, not Malcolm.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Rush is keeping an eye on line. I love that show. But Tarek, more players coming his way. Has to try and stay true to those flicks, but instead, it's Mac the Electronic finding 2 quick kills and farming up $1,200. Skadoodle and Automatic double up set up in the retake on B. This is less than ideal. And this is a round I don't even think they can afford to go for.
How the hell have Na'Vi won that? Fantastic. Again, forgetting there's an A site, but hey, if you're winning the round, it doesn't really matter. And look at the scoreboard. Look at how back and forth these rounds have been. No consistency at all. No one's taken more than 2 in a row. And that stays true even now with Na'Vi stopping Cloud9 in their tracks. Simple even looking for more because, again, Na'Vi have won an eco here or a half buy. So every kill they take is worth its weight in gold. They're removing more and more guns, although these double orbs are still holding strong for Cloud9. I don't think Na'Vi are going to be able to take any more kills with this one, but hey, I think they're all right with that round, to be honest. 2 M4 saved, an MP7 dragged forward, and they even had, you know, at least $1,000 left in the pocket at the vast majority of this T side. So 7 rounds up on the terrorist half so far, and I don't think we're done yet for Na'Vi because Cloud9's money is in the dumps. They can buy up because they can get drops from Skadoodle and Automatic, but if they lose this one, Harry, then we might finally see 3 rounds in a row, at least from Na'Vi.
Tarek actually had the money to drop
Yeah,
Stiko.
I noticed that.
But Stiko's got MP7, no armor. Which
It's because Stiko's been on mouse boards. He's used to just taking everything badly. Like, it's fine, guys. I'll play an SMG. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll play connector on my own. It's fine.
Well, let's see. Martin
so
right
polite.
now is over here towards Long with that MP7.
He actually has no armor. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
the weird
yeah,
part.
I thought he'd gone for an MP7 armor, but yeah, wow, okay. I mean, now that makes no sense.
Yeah. Well, now he's pretty vulnerable to the old aim punch. Flamey gonna be annihilated by Rush on the push on in, along with Zeus. And that will be the man advantage gain for Cloud9. They want to try and keep this back and forth game going. Here he is, Simple. Haven't had to say his name too much, all things considered, right now for Na'Vi. This could all change in this one round, though. He's going to start to try and find this trade onto Rush. He would love to do it. Going to set Edward in his bait. Keep feeding the beast. That's Rush. And
I love that Rush is still here. I mean, this is so ballsy. They've spotted him, but it doesn't seem to make a difference. Tarek even drops Electronic creeping into B. And, yeah, Simple just baits Edward and runs away. No, you got to go higher. He's got to go higher.
oh, okay, you just tell Simple how to play Counter-Strike.
I know how you do that. He's doing it wrong. You need to go higher. Your crosshair needs to be on the top of the light while you're aiming straight forward.
This is a nice lesson,
that was
actually.
too high. That was too high.
Oh, imagine how different it would have been had he got there.
Or if I was playing, I would have gotten up there.
Oh, okay.
I know, I can do that consistently. It's very easy. Huh?
I
Don't worry,
believe-
Simple. I'll give you some lessons. Just hit me up.
fine, dude.
That is a cool position, though.
It definitely is. I've only ever seen people in it. I've never gotten in it myself. So
It's actually
I
not
wouldn't-
that hard. You just need to, like, it's something you do like 3 or 4 times. You can go, oh, okay, I know how you do it now. But obviously, the thing is, it's not a position
It's like
Simple
riding
uses.
a bike.
I think, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember my first time riding a bike, so I can't really comment. I almost got run over once on a bike. I fell off my bike in a main road, and a lorry almost ran me over. I could have died at age 12.
Natural selection, eh? It's a wonderful thing. But the double up setup right now for Cloud9 we haven't really had to see it tested all too much. Rush bails them out in that previous round. Simple's going to be throwing an AWP for Na'Vi. We haven't actually seen him with that just yet, so it's going to be interesting. You mentioned how I haven't had to say his name too much, and how I think this is a very AWP-centric map. Well, Simple's certainly the man that you would want, although Tarek and Stiko have gotten out of mid, and I don't think they have any idea of this just yet. Gonna leave Tarek here to try and hold down the fort. Has to worry about Edward over in Park, and also Simple homing down the fountain.
Tarek just falls back. Wants nothing to do with it. Don't really blame him. Cloud9 fall into a passive setup. They sense Na'Vi's presence, and it's not a birthday gift. Na'Vi just taking their time here, and this is the proactive CT control now that we're seeing down on the B site. Cloud9 are beginning to push up into the short water. So Rush and Automatic there with the AWP taking some map control here for Cloud9. This only further convinces them that it's an A play, because Na'Vi have no one outside this B site. That's why it's so important to just have a man either in the connector or outside into the B short. That's something Gambit do very well. When C's was on this team, I think Mir does it now, but he would always just set up outside of B short every single round, no matter where Gambit were going. And Na'Vi lacking that means Cloud9 are going to be expecting this play, but expecting it, knowing it's half the battle. Killing Flamey, that's the other half, and it's not looking easy for Cloud9. He's already found 2 kills. Stiko's sitting on the truck, but he's wishing he could just drive out of the situation because they're already piling in the kills. Electronic killing that rotation, and Stiko, while he gets 1, will it be enough? The bomb plant's down, there's 4 players on the bomb site, and while Automatic's here, that's a small consolation in an otherwise dire round for Cloud9.
Yeah, Automatic now left on Optimus, but he's not in his prime. Players all round, 4 to find, and Flamey, star of that round, hat-trick for him, 8th round on the board for Na'Vi. And I mean, you know, even though Cloud9 have been doing a good job of throwing in the odd upset round every now and again and winning stuff when they shouldn't, there's no denying the fact that 8 rounds already on your T side for Na'Vi on your map pick is just phenomenal. Let's not forget, the loser of this best of 3 will be gone. The winner goes on to face Ents to try and take a spot in the playoffs. And for Cloud9, being a map down, losing this half this way is, well, they need this map. They need to try and take us through to a 3rd.
Little A-stream update for you guys at home as well. Fnatic currently 8-2 up against Big on the 2nd map. They won 16-10 on the 1st, so Fnatic not giving Big an easy time. But that is the upper bracket match, so I'm pretty sure that's not an elimination match. No one goes home after that one. Neither of those guys have lost the game yet. I think that's their 2nd match anyway, so it's not too bad right now. Big still have a chance to go in front of the German crowd, though it's probably not where versus Fnatic where they will succeed. I think the winner of that goes straight to semis as well, if I'm not mistaken. No.
No, that will be... No, it's not, because I'm fairly certain your semi-finalists are
we've got
G2
Astralis.
and Astralis.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Na'Vi back in the connector. No more monkey business here for Cloud9. They've given it up. 3 on that B site. Is Stiko rotating down? He may be. That could have been a bit of a miscall because the bomb is going its way up A long, and Na'Vi are throwing in a bit of a fake. Cloud9 overcommitted to the wrong site, and they are going to at least open up to take down Electronic, but that's not even the full picture because, oh my, wait, what? Rush has just rushed up towards long. This is a confusing round. Na'Vi are taking control towards A, but Cloud9, they rotated everyone off. The only man here has already been removed, that's Skadoodle, and now despite being a man down, Na'Vi do have that bomb plant coming through. A chance to win this round after all. Stiko dead as he pushes up with the help of a flashbang from his teammate, but Edward shielded behind the truck. Flamey even following up to drop Tarek. He's been having a great game so far, and Simple even kills a rotation from behind. The pieces are all put together for Na'Vi. The puzzle is done. There's just one more piece left. It is Automatic, but he started off well. Oh, no, forget that. Cool. 3 kills for Simple. Easy as you like it. 9 rounds here for Na'Vi on their T side. Things are looking up as we go into the last round of the half.
Also, just to clarify, sorry.
Yeah.
And this is what I said the other day, Mr. Byron.
Oh, was I wrong?
G2 versus Astralis decides who goes to the semis and who goes to the quarter.
I was confused by
And
that.
it's FaZe versus the big / Fnatic winner to decide who goes to the semis.
I thought so, because I was like, these are still upper
Yeah.
bracket matches, so I don't know what makes Astralis go through. Yeah, it's
But that's fine. We
That's
can
my fault.
dwell on that at
That's
some
my
point in
fault.
the future. Here's Tarek down here towards B. Players clearing out connector for Na'Vi. Skadoodle and Automatic up inside of the A-bomb site. Stiko even going to go ahead and join them. That's largely because Tarek has gained this forward position down here towards this B-bomb site. We have got players from Na'Vi hesitant about moving through connector. You can see the effect that Stiko's had in the few rounds that he has been here. Just such a nuisance in this position. But this time he is absent. No one here for Cloud9. Na'Vi going to get this portion of the map for free.
just such a difficult round, but Cloud9 have done good work in winning Ecos before in both maps of this series. Will this one be too much to ask for, though? That's a question. Tarek tags down Zeus, but he can't commit to winning that duel. He's got Rush for support, but already dead to Zeus. So much damage done, but not enough. Flamey looking to open up A as well. He spots Skadoodle on top of the bin and sends him to exactly that. Stiko does get bypassed, so Stiko has a great opportunity to do some work. There's one, already finding Simple, does try and flick back around and grab the AWP, but it's Electronic gonna drop him, and Edward also follows up, so all of Stiko's work is done in vain because Na'Vi have still taken the site and likely taken the round.
Yeah, Rush in a seemingly impossible 1v3. It's the positioning of Edward that makes this impossible, and there we go. Na'Vi, they're going to finish this off 10-5 in the second map, Overpass, their map pick. And that was on the T side. Now they move on to the CT side, which is the most favored of the two. They are some pretty horrible odds.
Yeah, wow.
For Cloud9 fans around the world.
Wow. I agree. Yeah.
So in case you're wondering, people aren't feeling too optimistic right now.
This is actually the pre-game ops before the first map. No, I'm joking.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see, because there might be one or two people who throw a bet on now, thinking Cloud9 can pull this back. They can repeat their success that they had on this map in a similar situation at the major to keep themselves in it.
The problem is not only do they have to pull back a 5-10 on Na'Vi's map pick, but then they've got to win a third map as well. I mean, that's not easy, considering it's Train as well. Na'Vi are good at Train. They have Simple. Na'Vi are good. Simple's good at Train. This is going to be a really hard game for Cloud9, but they've got to give it their all in this second pistol round here, try and turn things around. We've got a couple of bits of utility here for Cloud9. Default buy for Na'Vi. Double flash for Zeus, so instead of smoking things off, he wants to set his team up to do some damage. That's actually a good decision from the caller of Na'Vi. It's more common you're going to see a smoke on the CT pistol round for the bomb, but with a Molotov in play for Cloud9, maybe he'll come to regret those flashbangs.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Double smokes does suggest the A play here. You can go and throw one down over at the crossing at Bank and then use one either over towards the other side of the default plant to block off the stairwell, and that doesn't to be the case, as well as most of Truck. Rush to open up, Simple, backing away, and Tarek even to burn out Electronic. That's that Molotov already used though. Zeus now going to take up position here, gets beheaded by Stiko, Simple and Flamey, 2 versus 5, and they're going to keep pushing into Simple. Never feels like that much of a good idea. Flamey even going to land a wallbang there. Simple making his way back into this, and Simple's found himself a second and a third. Oh my goodness, Simple will be dropped at the hands of Automatic. But that's why you don't keep feeding the beast.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, Banks have made many men sad, but Simple was sitting there raking in all the money. Cloud9 managed to find a sixth, albeit by the skin of their teeth.
God, that is a terrifying round for Cloud9. For a second, it looks like it's all going to fall apart, but Flamey only hitting tag shots to Automatic. He can't clean it up. Either way, how close that pistol round really comes shows that even if Cloud9 take it, Na'Vi are still going neck and neck for these rounds. And we already saw... Was it Na'Vi? Oh no, they won the pistol and lost the second round, but they still came back with a force buy. So, I mean, we've already had force buy wars this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Na'Vi try and continue this trend and buy up. I mean, they are a team that doesn't really like to eco anyway. So I imagine we will see exactly that. Some back and forth around here, but Cloud9, they'd like to get this 3-0 to kick off the half, get an 8-10 scoreline to try and bring this game back into their favor. It's a long road, but have they got enough gas in the tank?
Well, that's the big question, right? I think if history has shown us anything, Cloud9 certainly do. They love these longer games. It feels like, you know, the longer a game goes on for, the better they get. I don't know why that is.
Yeah,
but,
I could agree with that.
Yeah. So, one thing I will say is I'm curious to see. You can see Simple's been throwing a scout. I like that. He's going to be able to get the armor behind it. Hugo, you actually had a little breakdown about this yesterday, saying how, you know, scout without armor, you don't think it's that great, but scout with armor, suddenly it's a 10 out of 10 investment.
Get the ability to re-peek and not get aim punched and just slammed. It means you can take 2 shots with it instead of, if you're armorless, you usually get a shot and then you go down straight away. You just die. And it's like, okay, cool, you've done 70 damage, you've made a player more susceptible to pistols, but if you have someone like Simple, give him a scout with armor, he's going to be able to take 2 shots. He could have even bought his own scout with body armor, but instead he's given that helmet, which might not make a difference considering how many rifles we have here, although 2 of them being Khalils. Cloud9. This is the round you don't want to buy SMGs, but they are just going to walk straight into B. Luckily enough, there's not a stack here, but that's a risky decision for Cloud9. It should pay off, though. An under-equipped Na'Vi with just pistols in play, although 4 players here. Luckily, one of them being removed, and Tarek finding the second. There's the trades back in, and this is why you don't just walk blindly into a bomb site, because Electronic will strike as he zaps back with 3 kills. Rush keeps things alive, and it is just that armored scout to survive for Na'Vi.
The nade might be enough. Slam dunk. Skadoodle. Lucky to be alive, even Simple. So much to do, and he fakes the drop down. Trying to bait them into a peek. That's what the little jump was about. Skadoodle hasn't fallen for it down behind the sandbags. And there's Simple with the first kill. Now just Rush left to deal with, and 1 shot is all it's going to take from the scout. He's retrieved the UMP. Rush holds his nerve and wins it out in the 1v1. Cloud9. They managed to live to fight another day, 7-10, closing this gap slowly but surely. Another important thing to note, Na'Vi going for the force buy, they make it very expensive. There's a few impacts it's going to have. One, they could maybe be tempted into trying something here. The other, though, being as a result of that force, looking to the future in like the next round when they finally buy, they're going to be very limited in terms of utility. So we're either going to need to see a couple of players take the hit, or they're just going to have to be a bit bare bones, and this is such an important map for utility.
And Cloud9, they've realized as you just said, you know, Na'Vi could have gone for something here. They could have bought up to try and reset Cloud9. Cloud9 have actually gone for 5 rifles. They want no mistakes here. They don't want to buy up a MAC-10 and then get killed by an M4. So it is a Galil and 4 AKs for this T side to try and get themselves back in control. I mean, they're in control right now, but of course they are still down 3 rounds. Let's not forget that. USP's here for Na'Vi, and already a casualty. Simple's dead. Cloud9 just trying to methodically clear out the connector. There's one. Second coming through. Electronic does not look behind him. Never turn back. Never surrender. Although in this round I think Na'Vi will have to surrender because there's only a couple of players left up. They try and scavenge the AK, but Rush does not want to give them the satisfaction. Cloud9, that's a good round. Only 1 death. They keep the rifles intact. And now Na'Vi are going to buy up. But as you said, Harry, the second round force will limit this.
Yeah, it certainly will. And, you know, no one really taking a hit in terms of stepping down off of the rifle. I mean, so you don't have any kits, you don't have a full utility belt on anyone, and kind of the nades that are maybe a bit more of like a luxury, such as an Incendiary.
Yeah.
Don't have any of them either. So, pretty bare bones buy coming in from Na'Vi. One thing I do like is how they bought up all those nades. as in frag grenades. You'll note that a lot of teams originally kind of started leaving the map. I feel like with Astralis' utility usage, a lot of teams have realized the strength of these nades on the CT side if used right. And, well, there's Simple opening up with an M4. The reason why the grenade is so strong if you're on the CT side is the M4 takes 2 shots to headshot anyway. You do 91, I think it is, or 89.
Yeah.
So nade, if you hit them for, what, 10 damage, suddenly, you know, your M4 is just as good as an AK. But 2 players already down for Cloud9. And now they've been relegated to such a tiny portion of the map. I mean, just look at Edward going all the way through B, and his positioning now just makes this round near on impossible.
And the worst part is the 2 kills that have come through for Na'Vi were on the 2 players who actually had full health, right? Tarek and Rush both got tagged with a nade earlier on from Fountain, and they're still alive, so it's just even more and more things pointing to Na'Vi winning this round. More aggression from Simple. He is hungry. 30 HP, not going to be a deterrent as he pushes up through the toilets and will try and flank long. Which option does he choose to go for? Because one man has walked all the way down, and Simple's going to be 1 step ahead or 1 step behind. In fact, Edward locks down a kill onto B. Simple finishes off Tarek, and with that, it is just Skadoodle. 20 seconds, 10 HP. I'd recommend the save.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that. Now V moving on to an 11th round. The lack of utility does not play into this whatsoever. Over on that CT side. For Cloud9, a buy is still on the cards here. Skadoodle can drop a rifle over to Tarek or Rush. Stico and Automatic can afford to buy. They can even bring the AWP out as well, so that's pretty good. 4 rifles in play. The only issue now becomes is this money is very, very low over on the side of Cloud9. A loss here means Na'Vi should really be getting to 13 rounds before Cloud9 next have a buy on the cards, and they're starting to develop a pretty big lead at that point. But they play it safe.
Yeah.
And I kind of like this.
I agree. Better decision. Don't let Na'Vi get closer to 15 before you decide to buy. Buy sooner rather than later. At least that means they have to eco for now. Simple getting pressured from 2 angles. Doesn't get killed from behind until a bit late. Tarek does finish him off eventually and get himself an AK to play with, as does Automatic, finding one from his teammate's body down on B. But Na'Vi, man advantage still, and a weapon advantage. Rush doesn't have armor behind his gun. Automatic does, but a quick headshot has now opened up this B site somewhat more. Edward's ready and waiting on the other side, but Automatic, the entry king, 3 kills. He's made this one happen. It's only Electronic left up, and he's got to flip side this round around, because he is the last man standing, and Automatic will just send him to the grave.
Well, that is absolutely unreal. Whew. Automatic, what are you made of, my man? 18 and 12, top of the board for Cloud9. He digs deep, and he locks in a 9th round when really Cloud9 had no business doing anything there at all. They're looking desperate to try and take us through to a 3rd map and keep themselves at this event that much longer. Now just 2 rounds between them and Na'Vi.
But this was the same as Inferno. It looked like Na'Vi are about to win the game. It's like, okay, this is done. And then suddenly Automatic or Tarek just pulls out some crazy 4K or Ace. Oh my god, Automatic. He's just going to carry it on. 1 tap on Flame. He kills the first man, the only man in the B site, because Edward has now been tagged and retreated. Automatic, again, just getting control of this round, getting control of this site, and allowing the bomb to go down. It is an eco for Na'Vi, but it's all down to this one man. The Tin Man, or the Tim Man.
I mean, I always say Automatic should change his name to Manual because of his ability to clutch. He's honestly just so king at these sorts of situations,
Did
right?
you just come up with that, or have you used that before?
I used
like
it once before, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
But in a different
really
context.
No,
I
no,
adapted it a bit.
That's really good. That's really good. You got like a double meme in there.
Yeah, it's just unreal. But yeah, Cloud9 going to be finding themselves a 10th here, bringing themselves that much closer to equalizing things out with Na'Vi.
Of course, Simple grabs 1D.
You couldn't go around without just not having anything. Yes,
Kills Automatic as well.
But I mean, regardless, a carry is certainly emerging over on the side of Cloud9. And the good thing is, this time it's like he's got even more of a supporting cast around, and they've certainly started to step up here in the second half. of Overpass. The first map, for those of you who are just joining us, was their map pick, and that was Inferno. It went the way of Na'Vi 16-14 after Cloud9 managed 4 rounds in a row to start the comeback. That wasn't until Na'Vi promptly put an end to it. So they're currently 1-0 up in the series. This is an elimination series, of course. The loser will be going home. Everything's on the line, and Rush going to be leading the charge in from Monster. Oh. Flamey finds him with the MP7, and Automatic a little bit far away to go for the trade, although through the smoke has found some chip damage on a Flamey, and Zeus going to get tagged up as well in amongst the chaos.
Bit of a trade of guns there as well. But look at this position taken by Electronic. He's so aggressive. The problem is, it might not make a difference because his entire team are falling around him. Edward killed in B short. Flamey cannot over-aggress here because not only is he under-equipped, but he's tagged as well. Simple boosted, and this may be perfect, as well as this flank, because Skadoodle is not going to be ready for it. No one's watching the back line, and Na'Vi are about to have a complete ace up their sleeve. Does Electronic check his right corner, though? That's the question. Oh, Skadoodle just moves at the wrong time, and that's the bomb and an orb. Electronic going for even more. He's not happy with just a solo kill, so he posts up on the tunnel, waits for the peak of Automatic, and takes a second, maybe a third as well. It's Stiko trying to save the day, and a leg shot, well, might be enough here for Electronic. Stiko's finished off by the SMG, leaving just Tarek, who's also on a mighty flank of his own.
Indeed he is, and now the hunted has become the hunter. Finds Simple, and now just has Flamey to deal with. 20 seconds, time is of the essence. Flamey's over on short. There's no time, but Tarek's gonna do it. Flamey did not need to peek into that. I thought the round was all said and done, but Cloud9, they've managed an 11th. What a colossal blunder as well from Flamey, getting a bit overzealous over on short.
He just didn't need to do that. There was enough time for Tarek to plant, but Tarek has to run with his knife out. Flamey just has to wait for him to go get the bomb, and there's so many other ways to play that. There's no reason to beat that.
I think the reasoning behind it is you imagine 20 seconds, he has to be knife out running to go get the bomb, right? And just anticipating that you're somewhere like short is necessary. When the bomb's down, you imagine they're going to be keeping an eye on the bomb, right? So maybe that was the reasoning for it. But anyway, into this round, 11-11, and a massive blunder from Na'Vi to allow Cloud9 to find an equalizer. They're stacked up outside of B. They've had so much success here. Every single round has just been this B bomb site. Rush on the entry, and I mean, they say colony collapse disorder is the thing, but with the amount of time we've seen B in this map, I'm starting to think otherwise. Edward gonna double down. That was a B joke, by the way.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice one.
Zeus gonna be over here on barrels.
Ooh, nice molly, though. Not only does that damage them, but it sends them packing. They leave the B site. Only Tarek left here on short, and he gets traded swiftly, so Na'Vi back in control of this round in a 3-on-2. Pretty much all thanks to that Molotov, because otherwise Cloud9 were definitely going to recommit, considering Tarek was already pushed up on short. Na'Vi have silenced this one. At least for now, because Zeus has pushed back up through short, and he's just chilling in the water. He might be on hot pursuit in the back. But instead he just sits here ready and waiting, and as a result Simple can rotate to a far more passive position if he wants to. He probably won't. He peeks up on the site, spots these players walking out of Monster. Stiko can't find the kill, but he has got some utility to at least delay Simple on the peak. Nothing delays Simple, but Stiko will finish him off. And now it's the long flank from Zeus, all the way wrapping around Monster, coming in from the back. 18 seconds left up. If he can drop the bomb, that'd be amazing, but it's too late. The bomb plant's coming in. He's taken Skadoodle, and there's only one man left up. Stiko, timing is so unfortunate, because Zeus cannot find the angle to finish him off, but there it is. Zeus finds a clutch. The bottom performer for Na'Vi steps up big with a 3K in a round that matters most.
Good thing he landed the headshot as well, because you saw the accidental scroll wheel came in as well for the jump. So if he misses that, he goes down. Cloud9 will be denied the lead for the time being. With that, Cloud9's economy is going to be brought down a bit, but Skadoodle's dropped the weapon over to Automatic. Stiko can go ahead and drop one as well. Pause called in for Na'Vi, and I think justifiably so. These rounds have been so close. And I mean, it's not even like Cloud9 are doing anything incredible. It's like, yeah, just go B. I think we've seen that now, what, 6 rounds in a row, maybe 5 rounds in a row?
Something crazy.
So, you know, not really any depth to this strategy, but they've been having so much success there over and over again. Even that round comes down to the wire.
When these games get close, Harry, they typically get messy. And this is a great example of that. 12 to 11 here for Na'Vi. We are just a few kills away from either team winning this game. It's so close. Economy yet to be established for either roster. More money for Cloud9 despite being on the losing end right now, but take into account they've won 6 rounds this half. Na'Vi's only taken 2 on the CT side. We know they're a strong T-side team, but this is not great right now. Maybe Cloud9 going to switch things up and hit A for a change. That could be something that Na'Vi could relish, because they're simple here with the AWP and connector. And he's about to be pressured. Stiko down low and Simple up high. He's already found that first, and he's going to just say goodbye, run right back, but Tarek shoots him in it. And that's a nice trade for Cloud9 at least. Keeping things in the 4-on-4, removing the top performer and the most equipped enemy on this Na'Vi side.
They're going to keep on creeping forward. Are they ready for Flamey? Edward loves this position down here. Doesn't really think it's yielded him too many results thus far. I feel like Cloud9 are quite accustomed to this. And I tell you what, they might discover the A-bomb site as a thing in this round. Oh. Edward going to snuff out automatic. The trade is there very, very promptly from Tarek, rather. They throw in that little bit of utility, but Zeus, his response to this is fantastic. Aggressive in through Monster. He's going to spot out this as a fake, and you can see the effect that's had. Flamey falling back into the A-bomb site, but Electronic. Oh no, he's still down on B. This leaves all the pressure onto one man. Flame on. It's going to be Flamey over here at long. It's the fantastic 3 still up for Na'Vi. Tarek goes walking into the waiting arms of Flamey. The trade comes in from Rush. Only 20 seconds. Time ticking down, and Rush in with a double. Now it's Zeus. 1 versus 2.
He won the previous clutch, but this one is even more difficult. They're going to hear him wrapping in from the behind as well, and they set up on long. Does Zeus even go for this, or is he just going to save the AWP? He's going to run away. He's going to give it up. That's such a doable clutch, but nope. Zeus, fair enough, doesn't want to try his luck at it. Would rather give that AWP over to Simple, who he knows can win these kinds of situations consistently. And that was, yeah, that was just a very awkward setup from Na'Vi. Simple had a pick in the connector onto Stiko, but then, you know, instead of getting out of there, Tarek chases him down and kills him. And that's all because Na'Vi, I don't know who it was, but whoever's with Simple and Short threw an HE grenade to stop any kind of chase from Cloud9, but it actually missed its target and fell off a little bit to the left. And that let Tarek run through Short, past Fountain, and trade that kill. So, yeah, not something you can really account for if you're Na'Vi. That's a bit of an unfortunate one, because they lost the man advantage and as a result have lost the round. Cloud9 making this one 12-12, and the money is starting to build here for the North Americans. They are starting to get this game under their wraps, because Na'Vi's CT side of Overpass has been pretty abhorrent so far. It has been messy, Harry, at the best of times.
It really has. And the scariest thing is, right, is, I mean, like yesterday when they played versus Gambit, their rotations seemed good, and they were just winning the gunfights, right?
Yeah, that's the difference.
But not only that, like you said, that's the difference. Cloud9 did the same strat, like 6 rounds in a row, and it felt like Na'Vi never actually adjusted. They was just still playing the same 2-man B setup. And I get the reason is it's like the whole mind game of they can't just keep going B, like it has to change. But it's like, you feel like maybe just in 1 or 2 of the rounds they could have tried sending, I don't know, let's just say they could have sent Simple there with the AWP peeked in through Monster, or
they tried
Molotov'd it off a few rounds, or tried pushing Short or Connector. There's a few things you could have done just to get a feel for it, right? But
well, they did, though. They did try a few things. I mean, we had that round where Electronic pushed into the Connector and got behind enemy lines, killed Skadoodle, followed up, and they win that round. But yeah, apart from one time when Na'Vi have really been proactive, they've been giving Cloud9 a lot of respect here, which isn't necessarily the right way to play when you know you're the better team, or at least should be the better team. Plus, Cloud9 have a stand-in. There's so many things Na'Vi can exploit here, but Cloud9 are just playing some good CS. Edward, that's a good shot. Does get Tarek. Fall back with that one, buddy. You do not want to overextend with just a pistol. Zeus going to jump spot this for a little bit more, and Simple's actually found a kill meanwhile down on long. Monster. He's dropped the Monster. Automatic. He's been a hero of this entire map. Simple, this man is so hungry for more kills, because he knows if he can grab a couple of early advantages, maybe Na'Vi can actually finally start to win some CT rounds. Edward just caught by timing there as well on B. But Cloud9 still want to commit.
Interesting thing to note, I want to point it out just in case it plays into the next round. Rush only had armor into this round. That was it. A little bit of utility as well. The AK was picked up from Tarek's dead body over at short. So he's kept extra cash so they can afford to keep buying. That's a interesting point. The remaining 3 players going to start to seep through short. Skadoodle was there with the orb. Misses the shot on a Zeus. Edward, Flamey, and Zeus here with Simple waiting in the wings as well towards Graffiti. This feels impossible. This is the change that Na'Vi needed when it came to this B-site defense. They're not ready for Flamey. There's Simple chiming in with one more, and Stiko's going to try and do all he can. He's good for one, but that will be it.
And that's the first time we've seen Simple start the round on the B bomb site, and he gets 3 kills.
So there we go.
He's on 24 frags, and he's been playing A Harry. Talk about how many times Cloud9 have pushed this lower bomb site. Finally, Simple is rotated into position. He finds some great success. Na'Vi just said, Simple, go kill. He said, da. And there you have it, 13 rounds for Na'Vi. Actually, as a result, we may have had that saved money that you said from Rush, but money-wise for Cloud9, this is not the best of spots. Skadoodle drops an AK. Rush buys an AWP. But other than that, I don't think we've got any more rifles here.
Tarek's gone for a Galil. It's an awkward situation to be in, because now the issue becomes is they can kind of scrape together a bit of a buy in the next round. Now they can't.
The reason they're going for this is because they can reset Na'Vi. Because Na'Vi have had such a weak CT side, they've only picked up 3 out of, you know, like 9 or something. So, yeah, 9. So Cloud9 know if they win this round, even though it is a bit of a bad buy, if they win this round, Na'Vi are on eco and Cloud9 have 13 rounds, and then they can probably close the game out from there. So this is a really justifiable buy from Cloud9, but the risk of it is if they lose it, Na'Vi have 14 and Cloud9 have to eco. But we saw a similar situation on Inferno, and Cloud9 almost won that game.
Well, an almost win here on Overpass is not good enough. They need the victory if they want to take us through to a 3rd map. It's been a long game once again. Cloud9, they've come so close to pulling this back. They've had it even. We still have yet to actually see them take the lead versus Na'Vi. Aggression from Edward, and once again it's this aggression out of B from him that could net them around. All this information gained, you can see his positioning. Automatic's keeping an eye on it, so if Edward tries to go any further than this, he will be promptly dealt with. The temptation's definitely there, but I don't think you will see him go much further than this. This allows Flamey to start to be a bit more tenuous in his position at B. He could look to rotate up towards that A bomb site. He's not going to, and Edward is about to uncover the terrible truth that Stiko and Automatic are both here. He's going to spot the bomb out. What a man to spot. Automatic's there straight away, and Edward doesn't want to stick around any longer. 30 seconds left, and if they want to hit this A bomb site, that bomb has to hurry up and get across the entire map. They have 4 smokes. That's more than enough to get into this bomb site. You can actually just create a wall now around the plant spot and go for it. Simple, what a shot. Zeus as well in the crossfire at long and has started to peek out Skadoodle. They put a lot of faith in him by buying up that AWP, and he gets nothing done with it. Simple dispatches of him. Just Automatic and Stiko left in 5 seconds. They just have to hide.
Oh, don't die after time. That is the worst way to lose it. Stiko just before the time expires, but he was in a position where it's like if he doesn't peek there, he dies after time. They're going to chase him down without a doubt. So, yeah, Stiko had to kind of force his own death there or force a couple of kills. Cloud9 only save a deagle and armor on Automatic, and the thing is, that save from Automatic now may justify a buy for Cloud9, which... Oh, they won't go for. Okay, I'm a fan, because I was going to say I wouldn't want them to buy here because they really don't have enough, but they would next round. So, yeah, they should let Na'Vi get 15. And the only problem is it means Automatic won't be equipped for that potential last round.
Well, if you can save the armor, they can buy an AK on him. But, yeah, it all relies on that. They hear the footsteps of B. The rotation's already come through in its entirety from Na'Vi. There's going to be 4 players here with Simple staying up on A to lock it down. Flamey's here with an AWP as well. He has to be a little bit careful. Relying heavily on Edward to soak up the brunt of this damage, and he can just pick them off. Electronics up in heaven, so... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that might make you think twice about going any further forward. Flamey just dispatches the 2 with 1 bullet, and he's not done just yet. He's going to keep peeking into it. He's feeling good. And maybe he shouldn't be feeling that good. Stiko removes his head, now falls to Zeus to deny this bomb plant. And you'll be able to do just that. Map and series point for Na'Vi. Cloud9, they're able to buy up. Automatic won't have anything, and he's been the star player.
And that's what we saw as well back in the first half. There were so many rounds where Automatic was running an SMG when he was that top performer. Oh, no, sorry, that was on Inferno. Excuse me. I would have really liked to see a player throw over a gun to Automatic right now. Whoever's not having the same performance as him should be throwing over a gun just to be selfless, because Automatic is having a fantastic game of Counter-Strike, but the rest of Cloud9 can't quite say the same. This is already a pick going the way of Simple. Stiko's down and out here, and now Na'Vi, a man advantage. Cloud9 looking to barrel onto this A bomb site. We have barely seen A this entire map, Harry, but Cloud9, they want to try their luck here and now, keep themselves in this game. Electronic waiting on the other side on the dumpster. He's going to send them to a dumpster. 1 kill from him. Zeus cleans up with an HE grenade, and there's only a couple of men standing.
Yeah, it's Automatic and Rush left alive. Automatic going to manage that frag on Edward, but he still has Simple to worry about up here in mid. What a man to have to face. If they take him down, this becomes possible for Cloud9. But you can see Zeus rotating in a position. Going to be in a great spot to trade this back if Simple does go down. Takes the fight on a Rush. That's the bomb dropped, and Automatic. He's spotted out in the open. Simple going to finish things off, and that's 16-12 as Na'Vi close this series out 2-0, meaning that they send Cloud9 home. And that now means that the full roster of Mousesports, both new and old, is gone as well. So Stiko sadly couldn't get it done with Cloud9. And that also means that Na'Vi are going to be moving to play versus ENCE tomorrow.
That is going to be a really good game. I can't wait for that. I hope we get to cast it, because we followed ENCE throughout this tournament. They have looked good. And,
that's a hint.
Huh?
I just said that's
a hint. Yeah, okay. Right, that would be very nice, at least, guys. But, yeah, a really good game from Na'Vi. There were definitely some messy rounds from both teams there. I'm surprised Na'Vi were able to close it out, considering how weak their CT side was at the start. We saw Cloud9 go, something like 8-2 in terms of their T side. And then the last couple, Na'Vi just kind of crushed them.
Yeah, it feels like Cloud9 as a team, it's like they're almost there, right? Like they're doing well. I mean, it's Claw that close back versus Na'Vi. You have a stand-in as well. I think they just need a good dedicated fifth. Maybe, I mean, Skadoodle gets a lot of heat, and I think, we need to see him start to try and get some of that old form back, because he's been struggling a lot as of late. But, I mean, I don't know what goes on in their heads.
I wouldn't look too deep into that for Cloud9. Like, it's a shame to see them go out here, but at the end of the day, I wasn't expecting them to go out of groups. The other NA team has, I think, been eliminated as well. Liquid has gone out earlier today. So, yeah, Cloud9 coming into this event with a stand-in with literally no practice with Stiko. I am extremely doubtful if they had more than like 5 games with him before, 5 scrims with him before they even played this event. So, yeah, you can kind of forget that, to be honest. Cloud9, hopefully they'll come back bigger and better. They had a very close series versus Na'Vi, 2 close maps against a team that has just been amazing recently. Na'Vi have won both their last events attended. So, yeah, I think okay for Cloud9. The expected winner runs forward, and let's have a look at the brackets to see how today has been broken down, see what has been going on, at least across both of these streams.
Yes, so we kick-started the day with, I don't even remember, a little bit of, we saw Mousesports versus ENCE. I was just trying to find it on the list.
It was Renegades, it was Group
Yeah, I know.
Group
We started with Group B, that's why I was so confused.
Yeah.
ENCE able to beat out Mousesports. That means that they now go through to play versus Na'Vi tomorrow. And we also have the treat that is Astralis versus G2 to see who claims that spot in the semis and who will be just moving through to the quarterfinals. Either way, in that game, both teams make it through to playoffs. And, I think that's going to be an interesting one. Seeing that new G2 squad get tested, I'm also very excited for ENCE versus Na'Vi. ENCE, of course, the young guns from Finland, making a deep run in this tournament, setting Mousesports and NIP home, meeting Na'Vi, a team that's been on the rise this year.
I actually think we might get that ENCE game then, because the Astralis G2 game, if they run concurrently, these 2 Group A matches, no?
Nah, well, I don't know. If history repeats itself, probably not. But anyway, we'll take a look as well at Group B. I think we've seen how this one went down. Tomorrow we have FaZe versus Fnatic. That's going to be fantastic. Once again, that decides who makes it through to the semi-finals and who makes it through to the quarter-finals. So both teams there are already in the playoffs guaranteed. Ooh. We also have some games to decide the outcome. Big versus Renegades. The loser of that goes home. The winner goes on to face the winner of MIBR versus North, or Made in Brazil versus North. Excited to see that one. North have been a little bit underwhelmed, bit hit and miss throughout the year, but they're definitely on the rise. They're definitely amending a lot of that now. And MIBR, of course, just signed to the new org, formerly SK. They've definitely been on the rise. Belo Horizonte, their first game in the playoffs since Stewie joined, which is always good. Their deepest run in a tournament so far. I think they're hoping to keep that upward trajectory going.
Yeah, and you say North have been underwhelming, but I think actually that team has been really good recently. They won a DreamHack, a tour, of course. They have actually placed quite well the last couple of events. A few good wins in Star Series, and just knocking out Liquid today, 2-0.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Yeah,
when you say underwhelming, I feel like this is the best this roster has been.
No, 100%. That's what I was saying. I mean, like, if you look historically throughout, like, the year, everyone always thought North would be doing better.
Yeah,
and then it was, like, really, really low point, but now they're on the rise. They've finally started to slot things into place. I actually really like the team. I think it's a good mesh of old talent with new talent. You know what I mean? Like, the perfect combination. Love my boy Mertz, 300 hertz. What a guy.
Been supporting him since back in the day.
I definitely have. He's still called 300 hertz Mertz, so
nice.
Definitely picked the nickname that stuck there. But yeah, we have all that and more coming up tomorrow. It'll be here, same place, same time, same stream, same people, similar teams. But one thing that will be different is the Counter-Strike. That changes every time, but it's always fantastic. We'll be back with that tomorrow. Tune in then.